Hey guys, welcome to the ACH Automotive channel. This is probably going to be a rather short update video this week. Unfortunately, my GoPro lost all the audio from this weekend's video of working on our 1997 Ford Mustang Super Coupe swap project. I was able to get our clutch assembly in. We got the bell housing on, we got the starter in. Unfortunately, I didn't get the transmission in. The reason I didn't get the transmission in is because our clutch fork, I believe, is too short. It's not the right clutch fork for the car. It's one that I had laying around that I assumed was for the car. I can't find the original clutch fork. It's probably down in another barn at my parents' house, or shed at my parents' house, and I don't have it here. So I'm going to order it, and it's used anyway. So I'm going to order a brand new one, and we'll be able to work on getting the transmission in. Let me grab a light and see. Actually, my lights are, all my other lights are in the office. But let me show you what, let me crawl into here and give you a quick little overview of what we did. Oh, there's my other flashlight. All right, so we've got, you can see we have our bell housing in place, our clutch disc, pressure plate. Those are all in the car. Our T5 is kind of laying here. I attempted to get it in. Unfortunately, if you can look up there, I don't know if the camera will pick up on it, you can see that the throw-out bearing does not align with the center of our pressure plate and clutch disc like it is supposed to. And then over there on that side, the clutch fork only sticks out just a little bit, just barely enough to get the clutch cable attached to it. So I'm going to have to get a different clutch fork for this setup in order for it to work. We'll have to order it from Summit. Summit's got one. It's, I don't know, 35, 40 bucks plus shipping. And then we'll be able to get the, let me put you down here for a second. We'll be able to get the T5 back into the car. Once we get all that lined up, we'll be able to put our new Stifler tubular cross member in from LMR, and the transmission should be good to go at that point. I am going to probably work on ordering some type of short throw shifter for it and get that in there, but we'll do that once the transmission is back in the car. What you unfortunately didn't see in the video that will not get posted because I have no audio for it, is I took the shifter assembly off of our T5 so that I could get it up into the car without ripping or damaging the boot further. And I guess it really doesn't matter because I can show you the, open the door here. Trying to get it up through that boot, even though it's only a little nub, it's just kind of challenging. So I ended up taking off the shift assembly. So we'll put a brand new short throw shifter on there, but we'll do that once that gets in the car. Like I said, I did get our starter on. This starter was one that I had put on before I stopped driving the car, so it is fairly new. It's just a Advanced Auto Parts special. It's nothing crazy. So that's on there, and we did, since I'm happening to reshoot all this video, we did get our Harbor Freight sandblaster in, which I'm hoping to set up here shortly. Unfortunately, the box is pretty well mangled, so I'm going to hope that all the parts are in there, and once we do that, we can get our exhaust manifold, exhaust headers cleaned up, painted, and back on the car. And this engine's really kind of starting to look like an engine. You know, again, once we get the tranny in, we'll work on getting the valve train back together to keep all the dust and dirt out of it. And, you know, it's really starting to look like more than just a chassis at this point. So we did get the air filter changed in our F-150. I have a leak there I have to address from the transmission. That's a whole nother issue. So unfortunately, guys, this video will be short-lived today. I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to show you. Unfortunately, the GoPro didn't record any of the audio, so you know, it is what it is. I'll have to solve it for next week's video. I'm going to work on ordering the clutch fork. So hopefully next weekend we can get the transmission back in the car and then come back to working on the engine. And we still have the trunk floor that needs to get wire wheeled, painted, and then the gas tank can go back in and the fuel lines can get tacked back up to the bottom. I also have another project, if this weekend is nice, that I will be debuting on the channel, so stay tuned for that. The Dart I've kind of pushed off to the side, unfortunately, for the moment, and the F-150 will be making a push to get that done because I would like to get this driving for the summer weather, and it should be pretty straightforward. The truck doesn't need that much. So if you like these videos, unfortunately this Tuesday video is going to be very, very short compared to what I have put out in the last few weeks for this car, just because I had audio issues, and I'm going to work on coming up with a solution for that for next week's video. So if you like these videos, like and subscribe below. Leave me a comment if there's something specific you want to see about this Super Coupe swap project. Let me know. I would love to have this car ready to go by the end of the summer. I've been itching to drive it and mod it and all that stuff. So again, if you like these videos, let me know. You can also follow along on social media at ACH Automotive. I've got some content there that comes out usually before it hits YouTube because it's quicker for me to post pictures and things there. So you know, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this video this week is rather short. You know, we'll get a better one out for next week.